Anyways, let's hit it. Let's try to create something today. Oh my god, I have a little bit of ashes from this thing. I hope you can see the smoke because I set it up so it comes like in the frame, in the picture, but it's not very handy, and I actually wanted to try to draw something on my tablet because I'm doing a lot of drawings there actually, but I don't know if that would be as vibey as what we are having here, right? Because it wouldn't have such sounds, right? And I don't know, maybe some other downsides to it, but I'm not completely sure that it's gonna be as bad. That's me asking you, right? So yeah, but I have a lot more tools there because I'm not that kind of person who buys a lot. I don't know why it has such hands. That's weird. That's so weird. Okay. I'm not this kind of artist who buys a lot of tools. I'm actually like bare minimum type of person. I don't know, that's kind of weird, but okay. Because I don't know, I just don't have this kind of habit, I guess. Because some of my friends who are artists, surprisingly many of them actually, it's a coincidence because I wasn't searching for artists on purpose. Yeah, and they have this kind of, they like to go on markets to buy some stuff. I don't. I don't know, maybe there is something wrong with me. Maybe I'm just lazy, Maybe I am just a little bit lazy. Am I, though? Or I'm just low maintenance artist. Low maintenance, right? I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, would be nice. Would be nice to try it out because I tried to actually make a video with my other artwork that I did. It was like a really pleasant experience because it was fast. I love when it's fast, because I don't have a lot of patience for it. And oh no, I don't like this tone of blue, but okay. Yeah, it was fast and I was satisfied with the results, which is also, I'll be using this one, which is also a surprising thing because usually I'm just like meh, meh. And this time it was like pleasant during the process of creating it, and share with some voiceover, on my channel the process, but speed painting appeared to be too speedy actually, like a minute or something, and I was a little bit disappointed because this is actually not like doodling, it's more of like more serious stuff, and I think it's maybe more interesting to watch, complex things, but I'm not sure if you want like digital type of thing or not. By the way, I have nice rings. All of them I bought yesterday, actually, in one place, and this one I styled with a little flower. No, please. And now it's spoiled. No, it's not, but anyways. I don't know, some kind of vintage market, and a little old lady just sold them to me for a fair price of 1,000 pesos, which is pretty cheap. I have a talent for finding cheap vintage stuff, I guess. Anyways, recently I was into like I don't know, doodling, also trying, and I understood that I didn't have a lot of practice, and this is actually what makes you kind of super bad at doodling. But yeah, as I am right now. But I thought that it's nice to have this kind of desire back, the desire of making drawings, because for me it comes and goes. It comes and goes. Sometimes I want more like to write something, and sometimes it's like more doodling stuff, more drawings. Yeah, I don't know how to connect the dots there, with the inspiration and moods, but that's what actually makes me bad at all things, because I'm just not consistent with anything. But I'm trying to, though, and I think the more you do one thing, the more you want to do the other thing. So this may be a progress in a way, because one thing feeds other thing, and then you get all things together, and you're a happy person, and awesome, and multi-talented, maybe not, though, maybe not. But I don't like to force myself, because shaming doesn't help anybody. Shaming isn't. Let's try to just fill up this whole page with stuff. And I've noticed also the tendency that I like to draw like side-eye when people looking, like, giving you a side-eye, looking very sus. And I don't know, maybe there is some psychological side to it. I wonder what Freud would say. No, I'm kidding, I don't, because Freud's theory on dreams is super outdated, and I don't think we should take Freud seriously. his relevance right now, but the discourse, the discussion that he brought to us. I don't know, can I do the shadows here? What do you think? Maybe I can, maybe I cannot. Like the obvious ones I can. You see, it takes skill. It takes some skills I don't possess, but it's okay. It's okay. I think I'm in somewhat loop because I feel like I find myself too often in this conversation, in these discussions about Freud, and people are really disappointed with him. And I think it's like beating a baby. It's like beating up a baby. What do you expect from him? He's like, he's old, he's 100 years old, his theory. But he brought us many nice things, many nice concepts that we can argue with, and this is beauty of it, you know. Everyone likes this guy at the body, you know, who brings up interesting questions, even though the assumptions might be completely wrong. The question itself, the audacity, right? The audacity to bring up those questions is the beauty of it. In my understanding, at least. It's just regular markers. Okay. So, my point is, don't be too harsh on Freud. He is so old, and that's okay. We don't have to be, you know, right all the time. God loves a trier, you know, God loves a trier. This is what I've heard yesterday, I think. This phrase from someone. It's a nice one. Okay, maybe I should move from this one to the other one, or maybe I could do her hair a little bit more. Can it fix? I don't think it fixed anything, but okay. Fun fact, by the way, about me, I don't know if anyone's interested, but I will tell anyway. I used to love history lessons because I had like a great teacher, and while he was telling our lectures, I was drawing something, and it was such a nice way to listen, you know. For me it was like the way to concentrate. So my notebook was filled with doodlings, and yeah, I think I lost this notebook though, or threw it away. So I don't have it to show you. But I think there were some masterpieces. Yeah. say it. Gotta say it. I became that hipster gluten-free girl, and this way it's so sad because I feel like when you into healthy eating, you lose this kind of romanticized side of old America, you know, when you're a teenager and when you're eating fast food, it's like, whoa, so cool, I'm so cool, I'm so free. And now, okay, it's kind of scary. Let's add eyelids. Okay, now it's stoned guy. Okay. That's weird. Yeah. So, anyways. And I feel like that's the cool part of growing up when you kind of have this, I don't know, adventurous time. When mom don't see you eating shit. And you are free and in your essence and you connect to the universe with this feeling of eating stuff, with this freedom to be independent. And okay, now he's like, maybe it's her. Can I make it? It's not. Yeah, I cannot, I guess. Maybe I could try and Nickelodeon style hands. I don't think I got it, but okay. You see, in digital painting, I could just like remove this, but I cannot now. So it's like shaky. Maybe it's shaky from Scooby-Doo, right? I have a thing for eye bags. I don't know why, but I just gotta add some eye bags. And maybe I have friends. Maybe it's even alive. Okay, it is. That is so cool. Okay. Hope it's not too aggressive. We'll check this while editing. Maybe I should add this thing. Yeah. Okay. I have also crayons, but I'm not sure if they are of any use because they were so cheap, and then I discovered that I cannot draw with them By the way, guys, if you have like favorite artists, of course, you cannot have only one, I guess. Please share. I can share one of mine. It's Egan Schiele. I really love him. Actually, I discovered him when I first read Clockwork Orange, and there was a cover with Egan Schille's work. It was like I don't know, some of his paintings. And I fell in love with this book cover, and astonishing. So I googled him and stuff, and I thought, wow, his technique was so nice. And then I discovered that he actually was an apprentice of Gustav Klimt, right? This popular painting with the kiss, right? And multiple portraits of women orgasming that he made, and their styles were actually pretty much alike, but Klimt was more on this I don't know, pleasant side, you know, and I feel like Egan went to this maybe more marginalized art with prostitutes and filthy, ugly aesthetics. But I like it actually when in art there is something ugly present. I don't know why, but it's makes it more real for some reason. Not of course in all art. Okay, I messed it up, but it's okay. Not in all art, of course, but for some aesthetics, it actually looks pretty cool. Okay. So let's finish it up. Let's finish it up with some final touches. Right. Each time I'm taking the marker, it's a mystery if it's gonna work or not. I've heard the podcast about this effect that we got from TV, this like dopamine thing that we have it with Reels too, that each time the program changes you're expecting something new, and this is like a mysterious experience with TV because you cannot actually control it as with swipes. So mystery of the TV. How you like that?